is going on, guys? We are back with another All the Mods 10 video, and I believe this is episode 40, which is just absolutely insane. I can't believe we're this far into the mod pack and this many episodes in. I do appreciate all the support and love. And today what we're going to be getting into is Roots Classic. And so I was doing some research on it, and it's not very self-explanatory. So if you are getting this mod, hopefully you are able to watch this video, and I can walk you through this part of All the Mods 10. So we're actually going to go upstairs because it is going to take an area. Honestly, this should be a big enough area right here. And so what's the first thing you want to make is this runic tablet, which is right here. Super easy to make. By now you should probably have already gotten all this stuff. If not, it's just, some stone, an old root, and 3 seeds. And this opens up, this is like the book for it, right? And so what we need to craft from Roots Classic is the crystal staff. And to make the crystal staff right here, it takes this altar plus these different ingredients and then these building blocks, I guess is a good way to put it. So what we have to do is we do have to create a casting altar. Should be able to do that. Pretty simple. So we need a casting altar, and we should be able to center this. Put that right there. So we have the casting altar done, and we need 8 of these incense braziers. We do need to make more of these. We need 8 of these. Oh no, we only needed 4 of these. My bad. We only need 4 incense braziers, and you want to put those in a cross pattern, just like so. And then we need 8 of these items, which are the mundane standing stone, the small ones. We need 8 of these. And this is just for the specific ritual. And then so you go 2 out from the altar. So you got 1, 2 placed, I believe. We can check the recipe real quick. So altar 1, 2, 2 blocks in between the altar. So I had it wrong. So it goes right here, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, like so. 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. This is 1 out too far. That's what I thought. And then 1, 2 right there, and then 1 in every corner until you have 8 placed down just like that. And then after that, you will have to put the 4 big ones on the outer side, which is the attuned standing stones. So if we want to craft the attuned standing stones, we can do that. We don't have diamonds for some reason. We just don't have any crafted. You can craft them. We have like 1 billion essence. So you need 4 of these. Attuned standing stone. And this will go, take a look at it real quick. This will go 1 spot away. So 1, and they'll go like that. Oh, this is perfect sized area for this. And so that is the ritual area set up. And then so now what we'll need to get is we'll need to have blocks of coal. So we need a block of coal, acacia bark, which you get acacia bark by using a bark knife, and we need birch bark, which you get by using a bark knife. And so we have a bark knife right here. Super simple to make, bark knife. And to make an acacia, so we have an acacia over here, so we can actually just kind of grab this like that. And we can check our map. I don't think we have any, unless this is birch, which I don't think it is. So we're just going to do it the cheaty way, I guess. So if we go birch sapling, we can just craft one like this, and we can bone meal it. Guess it's not really a cheaty way, but let me chop that down. Chop those down, and we should have enough of that now. We have 8 of those. Yeah, that should be enough for right now. So we have the birch, we have the acacia. Now we need the verdant sprig, which you get that by harvesting fully grown crops. So if you did set up mystical agriculture at all and you had any type of full grown crops going, then you would have that. If not, just harvest some crops. basically all it's telling you. And then we need some blocks of coal, which we have that right here. And then we also need a flint and steel, so we'll grab a fresh flint and steel. And then we need a diamond block, a stick, and a blaze powder. And so if we come back over here, we can place our items in these trays right here, and we can light these on fire just like so. And then it says the braziers are burning. So now all we have to do is toss our items in, and then right click with an open hand. And as you can see, it's starting to go for the ritual. And like I said, this isn't very easily explanatory. So like, if I'm happy you guys are watching the series, because then you can learn how to do this stuff. And then boom, we have our crystal staff, which completes the Roots Classic portion of this mod pack. And like I said, if depending on how the mod pack goes, I may have to do all of these over again, like 17 more times for everything. If that's the case, it's not that big of a deal. I'll do that stuff off camera, so you guys don't have to see me do the same thing over and over and over again. But I believe the next thing we're about to dive into in this episode is just going to be the Steve's carts. So when I have a plan for that, I'll be right back. All right, so we are back, and we're about to dive into Steve's carts. And so what we need to make from Steve's carts is this Galagordian drill, which should be honestly pretty simple to make. So to start making that, we need to make a basic drill. Thank you. So we have the basic drill. We also need to make we're gonna make some patterns, because we need to, so we can fast line this. So we need the raw hardened, which is obsidian in that, which, why don't I have a obsidian? We'll just make that just in case. So the raw hardener, you take the raw hardener and you smelt that, and you get the refined hardener. With the refined hardener, you can make these mesh gates, or hardened mesh. And with all three of those plus some iron, you can make this ore right here. And with that ore, if you smelt that ore, it'll give you the reinforced metal. So with those ones right there, so let's put these in. Just go on to the next step before we auto-craft everything else. And I believe these just take smelting, so put those in there. And so we want to craft a hardened drill. So we're going to start the auto crafts for that. We do need to put some of this in our inventory. And then so now we can make the hardened drill. So we have the hardened drill. So now we are on this portion, the next portion, which is super simple. So we take so we need the hardened drill plus a diamond block plus the Eye of Gladiator. So we need the Eye of Gladiator. We need to show how to make these recipes, which it should have no issues making. We need some more patterns. And gas tiers. I don't have gas essence, but we do have this. So then we can put all these into our area just like so. So those should be able to be crafted. And then if we go back to our thing, we need to make lumps of gladiator coal, which are made, as you see right here, with stabilized metal, Eye of Gladiator, or Galgator, and glowstone and diamond. And then we take that and we smelt that, and it'll give us our Galgordian metal. And if we take that and smelt, large lump, we make a large lump, and we smelt a large lump, that will give us the enhanced Galgordian metal. And then we put it all together just like so to make the drill. So now once we put all of these in here, like so, and we go to at Steve's. We should be able to make, oh, put our hardened drill in there. Well, I just put it, oh, I didn't put it in there. There we go, and it should be able to craft us one of our hardened drills, just like so. Oh, we need to make 2 of those, which we need to teach it how to make a few more things. We need to teach it how to make those 2 things. So we need to teach it how to make Eye of Ender because it doesn't know how to do that yet. We also need to teach it how to make one of these. And we also need to teach it how to make one of these. Because we need 2 of them to complete the quest. So then we should be able to craft 1 more. And once that's done crafting, we will have completed the quest that we needed to complete, just like so. And so now that is Steve's carts done. And we can honestly make this glyph of the wither real quick also. So we can run down to our enchanting apparatus area, which is down here. And then, so we need to, oh, this is on a scribe's table. So we need to make a scribe's table. Should not be an issue at all. Boom, scribe's table. We need some logs. Ooh. At ours, we don't have any logs. So I need to grow one of these trees real quick. We're just gonna grow this right here. And give us some, what is that called? Bone meal. Chop that down, and what we're actually just gonna do, because so we don't ever have to worry about running out of the ours stuff, we can take the other world out and put that in, and then we should never have to worry about Ars Nouveau logs. And then now we should be able to craft a scribe's table, just like so. We can go back down to our area, place this down. Right here is perfectly fine. Okay, I say it was perfectly fine, but it's placing like that. There we go. Perfectly fine, just like this. And now we need this essence, which is not too difficult. Is that a bucket of milk, I think? Milk bucket. We can make a milk bucket because we have cow seeds. Cow. We can kind of cheat the system a little bit. And then, but we definitely don't need demon fruit anymore. So now we should be able to make some cow's milk like that. We need a fermented spider eye. And then we need a piece of sugar. And what we can do is we can take these ones off right now. So take that off, that off, that off, take that out. Should be able to speed this up to get us our essence that we need. Take that, put that away. And now we need 3 wither skulls. 1, 2, 3. And what we should be able to do is 1, is it? Oh, actually, I forgot. So now, wait, we should be able to, we need a book. So the R's book. Would we not make our... Info. Okay, sky is stable. Oh, I need an Archmage spellbook. So we have to make the Archmage, which this is the next one, easy. And then the Archmage, we need the Wilden tribute to make the Archmage. So let's figure out how we get to the Wilden tribute. Obtained by defeating Wilden. Oh, so I need to make the Wilden summoning. Let's clear all these. Because we kind of just jumped through everything without even looking at the quests on this one. Just because I've messed with ours quite a bit. Not enough to be considered a pro, but I've messed around with it. So now we need the Wilden summon. Oh, we actually needed to achieve this. So what we need to do is make a ritual brazier, which is one of those, and then we need a block of this like that to make a ritual brazier. Nice. And then to make the Wilden, it's like that. We should be able to just craft that like so. And then now what we can do is we can go up top, go to spawn, put this down, awaiting activation. And now we just gotta fight this guy, which hostile. Hey, can you not? I need a deep learner. Okay, maybe. Okay, I don't think I actually needed to place these down. I think I'm just dyslexic when it comes to this, because I totally forgot with this mod you can, I believe, drop those in like that, right? So what you can do is, so we'll need to make another one of those. How many times are we gonna have to do this? And then, yep, like that. And then start it. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do it. Oh, he has 1,000 health. Who knew this guy had 1,000 health? Oh, I forgot. Yep, he grows wings. And you're dead. Alright, we can go home now. Throw all of this stuff away. Not away, but you know, where it belongs, in the storage. And then we can go back here. And we needed to, we go at ours. We needed to take our book. Which is a major spell book. And we need to upgrade it to Archmages. And now, was it? All glyphs. Okay, so yeah, no, now we can select the glyph, which is a wither glyph, select. And now, so we need one of these, and wither skulls. And, oh, we have the glyph of the wither. And so now if we go back to our mod, polymodium, we have the glyph of the wither now. And so that can go in there, so can that. And so like the last two mods that we have to do is we have extreme reactors and then the twilight or the external starlight. So I'm gonna take a look into extreme reactors, and if we can complete extreme reactors this episode 2, we'll do that. Like I said, it's not our power source, so if we can just knock it out, I'll be happy to. So I'll be right back.